Hey, just want to make another video response to, I don't even know what his name is. I didn't look at it, but he started correcting me and saying Lembeck is a racist for having black people on his show. On several different points, I think he's wrong. Again, I'll go back and say them, hopefully in a bit more of a constructive manner. Um, I think dealing with society, dealing with firsthand what society makes us believe, or wants us to believe, in many cases there are black people that live in areas that can't they're in a shitty situation. Some people cope with that by accepting what society tells them to accept, which is feeling like a victim, and being part of the welfare system that we have in place today. I think for society, that's the societal norm. um, I don't think Glenn Beck is racist for having black people on his show. I think other people are racist for ostracizing and calling names and other sorts of mental torment or psychological torment towards people that are black and live in communities such as Compton or any sort of project community that actually tries to lift themselves out of the situation. I think racism really occurs on the liberal side by enabling these people that live in these areas not to be able to get out of them. I think, in essence, by having a welfare system, we're keeping the people that don't deserve to have a good shot at going through high school, getting good grades, and going to college. No, instead, we give them welfare, keep them where they're at, and they'll eventually kill themselves off via gangs and other stuff like that. Um, I think I think it's just trash. I think the welfare system's trash. If we really wanted to help out the black people, mind you, the welfare system was put in place by liberals. If liberals really wanted to help black people, they would cut welfare, and they would have given out vouchers to get people that actually wanted to get the ostracized black people, the people that were ostracized for valuing their education instead of dropping out of high school and fucking around with drugs and gang violence and all this other bullcrap. I think those people that actually value their education, they should be helped out by the government by getting grants and getting money from the government to get out of that situation. Because I do believe in some sort, or in some way or another, the government is responsible for the situation. I think society nowadays, I don't like it. I don't like society's norms because it's so liberal, because people are led to believe that they're victims of a system. And in a way, like I just said, yes, they are. But in another way, it's their responsibility to get out of that situation. Think about the post-slavery era. Think about how in post-slavery era, there were a lot of black people, black folks that wanted to go to school. They wanted to be in school. They valued education. It wasn't a race thing. It wasn't being educated as being white. I mean, yeah, it's one thing to embrace your race, but it's another thing to be ludicrous about it, or not embrace your race, but embrace your origins. But it's another thing to be ignorant about embracing it. I mean, when I see some people embrace their ethnicity, they Indians, they have certain things that set their minority apart from others, and majoritively speaking, for the African American community, um, societal norms pretty much tell them to blame their problems on other people, to expect other people to help them out, even though in certain areas you're not really doing anything to help yourself out. That's why I think that the government should cut welfare and give grants to people that actually want an education and actually want to lift themselves out of that situation. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. Um, that's about it. That's all I have to say. I don't think Glenn Beck's a racist. I think it's racist to ostracize the people that actually have different views from you, the people that actually want to get an education, the people that actually care and have knowledge about their surroundings and actually make informed. They form informed. They make informed. Okay, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. They make the their beliefs are backed up by a certain amount of knowledge. They know what they're talking about. Like their beliefs are formed by information that they themselves seek. They don't just accept society telling them, you know, you're a victim of such and such, therefore you should get this and this and that. And it's bullshit. Because what does it do? It keeps the black people in the hood where it's hard to get an education, rather than uplifting the people that actually want the education and don't accept society's norms to get out of there and actually get the education that they need and want. So, post video response pack. If it doesn't make sense, I'll just record a new one. Whatever. Probably don't make sense, but whatever. Hit me up, comment, subscribe, send me a message, post video response. It's all good. I don't care. Trash talk me in my videos. It's kind of stupid too, rather than just, you know, saying something important or informing to me. So yeah, with that in mind, hit me up. I'll hit you back up. Thanks. Bye.